Now put your hands together for Eamon McGrath and his electric band from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Oh man, Corey's too kind. Big round of applause for Corey Cross, everyone, for putting us here. So I don't know if you saw the sign out front, but this is a rock show. You are welcome to stand. chance for those. In those days we'd hop the fence and take off all our clothes. Wouldn't even matter if all of us showed up a bit late for the show. Summer ended in September, but it took 20 years to snow.
You guys get a C+. It might have been.
You got enough beer?
Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Again, my mind locked in jail, and I'm doing time for the things that I did to you, and all of the bad things that I put you through. I never really told you why people come together through suicide. Explanations they all run dry. Come her way. There's no way in hell I'd say no to you. People gotta move on with their lives. People gotta move on with their lives. People keep on going with their lives. We don't wonder, blue, so blue water, I'm going under. You're another ex-lover. People gotta move on with their life. People gotta move on with their life. People gotta move on with their lives. People gotta move on with their lives.
Yeah.
All right, a couple years ago I recorded a record called Guts, which came out in 2019, and unfortunately I was never able to bring it to New Brunswick, and now I finally fucking am. I'm so happy to be here. So we're gonna play a song from that record.
Sing Guts if you know this song.
All right, on that note, we're going to play a new one. It's off a record called Bells of Hope, which came out in February. The copy's here today, behind this fine gentleman right here. Just walk over to him. One, two, one, two. Alright, of course, everybody on the bass guitar, the one and only Ryder Havdale. Please give him a big round of applause. After all this time, it is so fucking good to be back on a stage with this guy, I gotta say.
Thanks for asking.
Of course, behind me, counting to 4, is the irreplaceable Peter Landy. Everybody, please give him a big round of applause. This is a song about that bad motherfucker named Satan. This one's called Yellow Sticker on an Empty Fridge. Make sure the liquor shelf is bursting and all the beer is cold. You don't take no for an answer like a plane cuts through the sky. He'll sell you down the river we are so. Man, I want to say how much I appreciate being brought here to play music for all of you tonight, and I want to thank you all so much for coming. It's so meaningful for us to be playing music for people in a place that's not some fucking stupid shithole bar. So. And thank you very much for welcoming us into your community like you did. This just means a lot, and we'll be back. I'm sure we'll be back. So I'm running low on t-shirts, but some of the t-shirts I have feature the face of an asshole. I've been told his name was Jason Kinney. I don't know if you know him out here, but lots of East Coasters make their way out west. A lot of them have probably fallen victim to his shenanigans. Anyway, this is a song about being from out west, and what's the term? You can take the man out of the prairies, but you can't take the prairies out of the man. So this is a song about that. So Ryder over here runs a label called White Whale Records. This next song came off on your label.
Doesn't year.
The label came off on. That's right, yeah, it came out on Ryder's label, White Whale, 10 years ago last April. So we're playing a bunch of stuff from that record. That album was called Young Canadians. Now I like to call it Not So Young Canadians. Because when you're 21, it's all about the tequila shots. When you're as old as we are now, Ryder, it's all about the cortisone shots.
I got mine in there.
Anyway, this song's called Pain of Love.
wears them out. Oh, yeah? Oh, that's right. Below the First time I ever met Eamon, I tried to book him a show in Edmonton when our band was on tour. And the promoter wouldn't book him because he had broken too many mics. And then I was intrigued. I was like, fuck, who is this fucking 18-year-old? Who he can't book him in his own hometown because he's too loud.
Had to come to Woodstock.
You're very well. So I get him a show in what, Prince Albert? In the basement of the St. Albert, in the basement of this church. And Eamon's opening it up. But he doesn't show up. We're literally like, okay, well, I guess he's not playing the show tonight. Misses his set. You know, all the bands go, and suddenly he gets out of the thing. There was 2 rules in this place. No swearing and no alcohol. And Eamon shows up with the biggest bottle of whiskey I'd seen in a very long time. Yeah. And I was like, fuck, okay, fine. You can play last, I'll just put you on. Your bass player passed out on the merch table.
Well, he'd been doing Percocets.
Eamon gets up there, does 6 of the worst sounding fucking songs with electric guitar I'd ever seen. And then our drummer got up behind you and I was like, oh, there's something here actually. And I don't know if you remember this bit, but I just got my amp fixed. And so Eamon takes off his guitar and he's like, doing one of these on the amp? And the amp's going like this. It's just teetering. I was just like, oh my god. And I leaned over to John. If that thing hits the ground, like, I might have to have a word with him. And of course, then we had to do another 30 shows. So I had to take Eamon outside after, and I still to this day have never had to give a word, talk to a band before. Yeah. And it'd be like, dude, you didn't have enough respect to even show up for your own show. Showed up wasted. And fucking down my amp. So anyway, I get a huge email from Eamon, like the longest email I have ever had. It was long. Big apology. I was like, fuck, whatever, this kid. And at the end of that tour, I ended in Toronto, and I was moving to Toronto. It was my first night. I'd parked the van. This is like 30 days later. And I was like, okay, I'm in Toronto now. I guess I live here. And I walk across the street, and hear this Ryder. This fucking punk. And he's like, I'm playing the show tonight. You should come and check it out. I'm like, what are the chances? All right, I'll go to this show. And he ended up giving me 4 records, and they became my favorite 4 records. Then he gave me another 14. He had 180 songs. And I was like, what the fuck? So I listened to him all for a month, and that became 13 songs of Whiskey Mike.
That's right.
And
then after all these years, here we are.
What is happening?
Actually, yeah, so Ryder used to have a band called the Mohawk Lodge. I used to play guitar in that band, and we were on tour in Europe, UK for it was 2 straight months. We were covering this song every night, so we decided to play it again for you. This one's called Saturday. It's by Sparkle Horse. You are Saturday. On Saturday. All right, everyone, just got a couple more. Thanks again for coming out. Thanks again to Ryder, of course, to Pete. Thanks again to Randy out there for teching this show, swooping in and making it sound amazing, I'm sure. Thanks also to Crossing Paths. You are very lucky to have this here.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of places. I know a good one when I see one. This is one of the good ones. I went to high school with September 27th. She said she was struggling, feeling totally alone and anorexic. She gave me a number and told me she was craving human contact. Well, you can't ever be sure what's gonna happen to those girls, so you gotta write back. There was an editor in the local Edmonton Entertainment Weekly who was in the closet gay and had a huge cocaine problem, though discreetly. Rumors went around town, drugging young boys and giving them head. One night he crossed the high-level bridge and threw himself over the edge. When the sun doesn't want to show its head, even with the morning light beating down on you in your bed, on your body in the sheets, on the blankets, in your eyes and on your face. Where I thought that I could find a better life. And there I met a girl who I thought one day I could make my wife. We're in the video store down the road, up the street from Dufferin Mall. shelves, DVDs that we both seen. She got the call. When the sign doesn't want to show its head, leaving with the morning light, beating down on you in your bed. On your body, your shoes, on your lips, in your eyes and on your All right, thanks very much, everyone. This is going to be our last song. We'll see you again soon, I'm sure. See you later. Holy
and his electric band. Let's hear it for Sean Albright and Crossing Paths.